the point or on track. So understand it properly. Second thing is always plan your task. You get 40 minutes, so I would say out of that utilize 5 minutes at least to plan your task, and in that 5 minutes understand the topic and come up to the brainstorming. Do brainstorming, that is note down as many ideas you are having, because once we are clear with the topic we would be having number of ideas, but it's not possible to highlight or write down each and every idea. So do the brainstorming, note down the ideas and select 3 or 4 key points which you feel are strong enough to be included in your essay. So select 3 or 4 key points and then include them in your essay. So 5 minutes should be given to the planning. You are left with the 35. I would say finish off your writing, that is part 2, in 30 minutes, and rest, the last 5 minutes should be left for the checking or editing your task. Because many times it happens that when we are in hurry or when we are in rush, we end up making silly mistakes. So when you go through your task once again or you edit the task, you might eliminate or eradicate many of the mistakes. You can rectify your mistakes actually. So that would really help. So follow this proper planning whenever you are attempting your task too. Other thing I would say is how to actually go for the task. There are certain criteria, and the 3 main criteria are like, first one is the arguments and evidence. So you should be strong enough with your arguments in order to prove your point or to defend your position. Second is evidence. Evidence means examples. So see that you give examples in order to justify your point. Always in the end of the topic it is mentioned that give proper reasons and examples to support your answer. Every topic will contain this thing. That means you are supposed to give examples in order to justify yourself or to prove your point. So this is the first and foremost criteria, that is argument and evidence. Second thing is CQ, that is communicative quality. Now, communicative quality means how far your essay is well scripted. It happens that you might be having good ideas, but if you are not able to express or execute, then it's of no use. So your essay should be well scripted, it should be organized, that is, it should be coherent. There should not be a vague or a disjointed approach. So that makes your essay to be interesting, because the person who is reading your essay, he should be finding it interesting enough. And you can make your essay interesting only on the basis of your communicative quality, that is how good you are in expressing yourself in writing. So that is CQ. And third is VSS, that is vocabulary and sentence structure. Again, an important, I would say. Vocabulary deals with the lexical resource, how far you are good with your bank of vocabulary or your lexical resource. And I would say that it's really important to have good knowledge of vocabulary to express yourself better. You can describe any particular thing only if you are having a good lexical resource, whether it is speaking or writing. So for accurate description and for proper expression of your ideas, you need to have good knowledge of vocabulary. Along with that, grammar also plays an important role, because if you end up making wrong sentences or if the formation is wrong, you lose your bands. And at the same time, like if you're aiming beyond 6, let's say 6.57, then using complex statement structures really helps. Because if you want to score average, let's say 4.55, simple structures or simple formation of sentences is okay, but beyond 6 or up to 7 or 7.5, you need to use complex language. For that, sound knowledge of grammar as well as practice is most important. So see that you keep these 3 criteria in your mind. I repeat, the first is AE, that is argument and evidence. Second is CQ, that is communicative quality. And third is VSS, that is vocabulary and sentence structure. And you are judged on the basis of these 3 criteria. So, hope you are clear with this.
Yes.
And one more point to be added over here is that every paragraph should start with a fresh point, with a fresh new reason. See that you don't carry forward or stretch the point of the first paragraph, or let's say second paragraph, to the third paragraph. Don't ever do that. Start with a fresh point, explain that, give reasons, prove that point with the help of example, and conclude it over there. That means just like an essay has introduction, body part, and conclusion, same way every paragraph should have introduction, that is the topic sentence, the point which you really want to highlight. Then it should have a body part, that is explaining that point with the help of reasons, proving that point with the help of example, and then finally conclude that point there itself. Then you should move on to the next paragraph again with a new point. So if you keep these things in mind, then I feel that it would be really helping you out.
Let me talk about the brainstorming, how you should do it. Say for example, I referred one topic like about the computer. Now what is the topic? So note down before, like brainstorming means you are trying to understand the topic and how much emphasis I have to give on a particular part. So it is, what is the topic? So topic is about future use of computers, right? And the second point is the dependency on the computer good or not? Now you can convert, or if there is already a question like, so that is good for you. Otherwise you can convert the whole task into a question. That will enhance your comprehension about the subject well, and you will be able to answer nicely. Now brainstorming, that is, you may have the points for the for and against. So it is better to take out points in hand before, rather than you started writing and good points are coming at the end. So you will lose the impression from the beginning. And ensure that there is not a single mistake in your first paragraph, because that is where it sets your tone, or I would say that it starts, the examiner will have the perception about your essay. And it should not necessarily have the that I strongly believe initially itself. That means there's no need to commit anything over there. Rather, you can commit at the end in the conclusion what you believe finally. Got it? And if you do this brainstorming, you will see that in most of the cases you give right emphasis to certain key questions asked in the essay. Otherwise, you're likely to do mistakes. Because in my practical workshops, I found that 50% of the students, they misunderstand the topic itself. And then if you are writing good, then also you are not expected to get the good, band. Any questions from your side? So spending about 5-7 minutes initially, 25 to 30 minutes for writing the topic, and then again spending about 5 minutes to edit your task, because if you can reduce about 5-7 mistakes, it will matter a lot. Okay, so this should be the approach, and do this brainstorming every day before you proceed the task, rather than straight away writing the task. And whenever you've written the task, when ma'am is checking or it has been checked, ensure that you don't commit the same mistakes next time, right? And most of the errors, they are very, we can categorize these errors. Mostly they are the case errors. Sometimes it's a spelling error is there, or maybe that you have not used the right form of the word over there. That is a certain part of speech, right? So you have to take care about it. Fine? Yes.
In writing skills, we have to do the importance is quality or length. If suppose somebody is writing the
most of the, like in TOEFL, it is 300 words. It can be around that. It doesn't mean that you have to write exactly, but if you're certainly writing less than that, probably you can be penalized for that. And if you're writing too much also, like somebody is expected to write 250 words, if is writing more than 300 words, probably one can be penalized. That is again a person, it's up to that, to give penalty of 0.5 band.
If writing is less in compared of 300 words, but the quality or the words.
Yes, quality is important, of course. As I said, that why I'm emphasizing for the using connectors and all. So it brings in the quality in your writing. Right? We've got a list, like you can just take that, we give a meaning of it and how to use it. But you have to apply that in your writing. That you have to do it conscious practice. Anything that you do it consciously, it will become subconscious habit. Okay. So keep on doing it, and slowly you'll see that those words have started, coming in your writing script. Clear?
Yes.
So start applying. Application is very important. It is not just that knowing that yes, connectors are there, but if you make use of it, then only it is useful. Right? Thank you.